All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So what I'm going to call this podcast is Don't Let Others Dress You. Now this may sound ridiculous, especially if you're an adult, but I'm here to tell you a lot of people don't admit it, but other people are buying clothes for them. Now I don't mean just as a gift for birthday or Christmas or holidays. I'm talking about I'll just start with husband-wives, right? Boyfriend, girlfriends. A lot of times the other person is kind of, buying clothes for them. And a lot of times those clothes may not fit you. Also, those clothes may be the other person's style, but may not be the person who's receiving the gift's style. Okay? But as time goes on, we kind of just allow this. Now, this, I think, kind of stems originally with a lot of guys, I should say. A lot of guys, I think, and girls, but I think it's like a lot of times when you're younger boys, I guess you could say, your parents buy your clothes. And of course they buy the young girls' clothes too. But I do think having daughters and seeing a lot of my cousins and women, they eventually start creating their own style and picking out their clothes where a lot of men don't give a shit. I think a lot of times they let their mom or their dad go out, buy their jeans, go out and buy their shirts and kind of just pick out clothes for them. Or if they go shopping with them, they kind of just tell them what they should be wearing a lot of times. Not everyone, but a lot of times, a lot of guys, I think that kind of fall into that category when they're younger. And then as they get older too, I think it's kind of almost kind of fun where your wife or your girlfriend, again, they buy your clothes. They could buy them, they could be in the mall because a lot of women do shop more than men. I mean, it's just a known fact. I'm not saying all men because I'm not that situation. I'm usually in malls more than everyone else, but a lot of times the woman or whoever you're with, and you could be even gay. A lot of times you may be with somebody too, they're in the mall more than you and they're buying the clothes for you. They see certain things, they bring it home, you try it on, you like it, you keep it, right? But here's the thing I think that people really need to pay attention to is what do you truly look like in these clothes? Because I was even one years ago, my ex-wife used to buy my clothes because I started to fall into a 3X and a 4X category, but I wanted really nice clothes, but I was a big and tall. I wasn't tall, I was the big guy. And I couldn't find clothes locally, and the ones I could find at the big and tall stores were just out of style back in the 90s. A lot of things just didn't work well for me. So I kind of gave up on buying a lot of clothes, and I'm always in malls, but I kind of couldn't find what I wanted, only mainly in Vegas. They had a lot of things I'd love. So I'd go there, get tailored suits, or I'd buy a lot of silks and all these different things in Vegas because they had a lot of clothes for, I guess, wealthier guys and for bodybuilding and all these things. But Vegas had it, and I loved it. I even went there for my honeymoon and went on a shopping spree. But other than that, she was getting them online. All these cool brands that were oversized, I guess you could say, or 3X, 4X. I think I even had a 5X shirt when I got really heavy. But I started to, and she was buying me really cool clothes, actually. And I kind of got, used to that a little bit. And then I lost a lot of weight, and let's fast forward. Then I would buy her clothes a lot of times, and she'd buy mine, which sounds crazy. Because she didn't want to spend money on buying clothes. I didn't care, but I would buy all her clothes then. But I would make sure everything was really specific. I knew her style, and I think she liked that. And it was funny. Even after we got a divorce, my kids would say, hey, you got to go shopping for Mom. It was kind of funny. But here's the deal. I think we knew each other's taste pretty well because we were together for so long. But my taste definitely started to change after I got a divorce. And she was kind of shocked. And, we would laugh because her style changed a little bit as well. But she's like, God, I would never have thought you'd wear this or that or this. And I wouldn't either. And maybe you're somebody like that who may want to experiment or maybe at a different phase in your life. But again, you're letting other people buy your clothes. Now, my girlfriend now buys all my athletic wear. And she's from Oregon. So guess what she buys? Nike, and I like Nike because I grew up in Chicago with Jordan. And my mother also still buys me clothes. She's actually jumped on more of the shoes. So she likes buying me different shoes, which I love. And I don't want anybody to stop receiving gifts or make anybody feel bad when they buy you things. That's not what I'm here to do. But I am here to tell you that it may be time to step up your game. And if you have other people buying your clothes, it may be time for you to start buying your own clothes or start shopping and finding what looks best on you. Because I do see a lot of people that I talk to, especially younger people, I should say, and I'm like, where'd you get that? Or what's this? Oh, I got this from this person, or this one gave me this, and I don't even like it, but it doesn't fit, or, I got to go do this. But, all these things, I'm like, just go shopping for yourself. You got to create the style that works best for you. You can't let other people create one for you. Now, if you're a multimillionaire, right? And you have people bringing you clothes, or, that's a whole different level. But if you don't necessarily like the way you look sometimes in clothes, or you don't like your clothes, and you're not the one picking out your clothes, what are you doing? And I think there's so many more people out there that are like that. They also don't want to offend others. So if you are in a relationship and they are the ones who keep buying your clothes, say in this instance it's your wife or girlfriend, they keep bringing you home clothes. You don't want to be the one to say, listen, I don't like Nike anymore. I like Puma. It hurts their feelings, you think. And I get it. Or, hey, I don't like this brand anymore. I don't like Ralph Lauren. I like Lacoste. I don't like, and vice versa. It could be women. I don't like, Tory Burch. You may buy clothes as a gift again for your girlfriend. She don't like Tory Burch anymore. She wants Gucci, hypothetically. I don't know what the hell she wants. But I think you see what I'm talking about here. You got to stand up for yourself. Your clothes are, I just did a podcast, it has a voice. Everything you wear is screaming out, this is who I am to a certain degree. I'm not saying mentally or emotionally or all that, but your brand, a lot of your brand is a person, right? Pictures. When you meet people in person, at work, casual, it's clothes. Unless you're running around naked, which most likely you're not, your clothes are a big representation of who you are. So you want to make sure you're wearing the clothes you feel the best in, that you feel you look the best in. All right? Feel the best and look the best. Don't expect somebody else to always do that for you. Now, on the other hand, if they're buying you great clothes, they fit every time, and you're happy, go lucky, God bless you. All right, that's all I got. Got any questions for me, please hit me up, rich@richcelenza.com. I'm going to be doing an anti-aging thing, and I'm going to be definitely getting into a lot of clothes, because I also think a lot of times, I will officially wrap it up with this, people are starting to buy you clothes that, especially as you start to get a little older, they start to age you, or they're starting to dress you the way they dress, or they make you look like maybe they're buying clothes that are too young looking for you, maybe, or they maybe all of a sudden, you may say one day, you know what, I'd like to get a golf shirt or a certain shirt. Then all of a sudden they go out and buy you a ton of golf shirts. You're like, hey, I didn't say I want to look like a golfer every day of the week. I just said I want to go get a Nike golf shirt. So be aware of that as well. All right? All right, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best.